And we're back. Where I'm gonna try catch some more fucking Pokemon. It's a fucking Ditto. So, God, this place is populated with Dittos. Ditto goo. That sounds awful. I'm probably gonna regret this decision, but I'm not gonna swap out my Pokemon. Because usually the gyms aren't that bad. Plus I already have Roar. And Donald. Mudshot's fine. So, I told Mom the other day that I'm like, I have a lot of daydreaming that I do. So not only is my head in the clouds at work, where it's not a good idea because, you know, customer service and all that. But my head's usually in the clouds. Like, a lot. Not only because I'm thinking about, like, my stories. And, like, yesterday I was brainstorming on shift. I was like, oh no! I was like, I need to brainstorm my story that I started before I came in. Which, you know, I finished the chapter as a result, which is great. But it's still kind of like... I was technically getting paid for my writing for once at least. I guess you could say. I don't know, here's that audience engagement element that I'm always missing. But if a character, she's not all powerful, she's not even like super duper strong or anything. If your Gandalf-esque figure in your story, your mentor basically, was terrified of a group simply based off of rumors, no real reason, no rhyme, no anything, and that group kind of defies some of the logic of your canon simply because, you know, their beliefs twist the rules ever so slightly, would you think that's suspicious? Like, would you think, oh, that's just the author, you know, completely destroying their own stuff? Because I think it wouldn't stop me, frankly, from like completing the story. It would just mean I'd have to workshop my story even more, which is mildly inconvenient. It's not, you know, completely off the table. But I really don't like the idea of me having to take everything back to the drawing board because I really didn't think this through. Especially because I don't know what else to do for my plot point. Like, again, this story, the whole concept basically is like, the boys have to deal with the consequences of some of their actions. And so, the big bad group is helping my villain come back to life in exchange for her help with accomplishing their own goals. They're scratching each other's backs. She wants revenge, they want everything to die, so, like, really, it's killing two birds with one stone. And I wonder if it feels like a cop-out, or if the whole thing just doesn't work. Someone told me, like, it's perfectly fine because the fear of the unknown is really scary. So if you know nothing about this group, that's even better. And I'm like, I hope it doesn't feel like I'm just writing it off, though. That's why I'm like, maybe they're rumored to have done some really bad shit. Like whole catastrophes and such. And that thought alone is scary. Yay! I finally caught my deerling. I got 2 deerling hairs for 1. Oh. Well, the gender's wrong. But seeing that it's in autumn form... I'm now going to name it Weird Autumn. Oh, now I have this need now to rewatch Into the Woods. No, not Into the Woods. Crap, I can't remember what that name was called. I just remember the Jacksepticeye Let's Plays that I used to love for it. Gregory! Dang it, now I have that song in my head. Dust on this tired old street. Marked corners where we used to play. Dust trace our tired old feet in circles as we pace our time away. I just wanna die anywhere else. If only I could die anywhere else. So come with me, let's die anywhere else. Anywhere, just not here. Oh wait, Weird Autumn. Weird Autumn. Hey man, have you seen her around? Have you seen her today? I only knew her a week before she went away. Hey man, have you seen her around? Have you seen her today? Oh, now I gotta look that up. Okay. Crap. Night in the Woods. It's something about the woods. That's, Oh boy. Something else that another daydream that I have, like, it's cause I have this, like, weird obsession now with, like, s'mores flavoring and, like, the concept of eating s'mores right now. I don't know why. It's real bad. Like, my work has a cookies and cream s'mores flavor. I'm like, yes, I will eat that. That sounds like a terrible time for diabetes. But I want it. Such as a berry, it becomes unusable. 4 to 5 turns. I mean, they might flinch. Stat changes. Yeah, I don't want that. But so, I've got this terrible, like, itch for s'mores now. And so I'm like, oh, you know, s'mores ice cream? That sounds like a grand old time. And then I'm like, oh, you know what else sounds like a grand old time? Eating, eating s'mores brownies kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, s'mores everything. And then... fucking shit. So I'm eating, I'm like, oh, those things all sound great. You know what I really just want? I want to be able to have a fire in the fire pit out back. And just consume s'mores by the fire and just have like a casual fire night. And I told Mom about this. I'm like, oh, I kind of just want to like do a backyard burn session again. And she's like, why don't you? I'm like, a lot of bugs, no one to hang out with, and fairly. My boyfriend's told me like I don't like fire. I thought that bush and that oinkle were like the same thing, so I'm like, am I looking at an execute? Like, what the fuck was that? I don't have one of you. Eat shit. So yeah, I daydream now about eating s'mores and having a fire in the backyard and just chilling with people. Well, that sounds like fun to me, for some reason. And I don't know why, it just does. I'm gonna waste a Pokeball on this guy. Get in my balls. This is not how you spell that. I feel like it needs something more to it. Okay. I think I've caught a lot of stuff over here. Yes. Yeah. I feel like I've caught a lot of stuff. But yeah, I just really want to have like a fire in the backyard, and I also daydream about sitting on the back deck, which we no longer have because there's the roommate again. For reference, so our house came with a deck. However, the thing is so old and broken that they actually, before moving in to make it safer, they had to replace some of the rotted boards out of the deck. And one of the problems with that is that the whole thing just needs to be replaced. It's usable, we can keep things on it, but for all intents and purposes, something that we want to do is we want to be able to use the deck for like cooking out or doing anything. Mom really wants to have like a patio space back there under the deck by the basement door. And the only access to the deck is through the back room, which now all of our roommates usually take up. So when we've had Rob live here, when we had one of our old family friends live here, and now we have the roommate Mary again, we can't touch the back deck at all. It becomes basically their space, and nobody can use it. Especially because with how much stuff they have and how narrow the room is, no matter how you arrange it, you're going to be blocking the door to get out. So that exit, which is not a fire exit at all, is always blocked. But so because that deck is so closed off, easily, we should be able to just throw some stairs on it one day. However, Mom really wants to just replace the whole thing if that were to happen. She wants it to be completely redone and fixed up so that it's a whole new thing and it's stable and it's more pleasing and usable. But none of us got that kind of money. So we just kind of like brush it off and say no. We're not going to do that, but that means now we can't use the deck. So, with that in mind, we're not going to be having any cookouts like we hoped, or do literally anything. Because again, one of the problems with them having all the deck space is we can't get to the deck to use the grill. And the grill basically becomes another useless thing that we have and we could use to make our food like slightly healthier or just done a different way. But no. Our food is now sad and boring as it always has been. And we can't look forward to even using the deck space because when she lived here before, because she felt like Mom had control over her room and her space, which is kind of true because Mom comes in and she judges your space. Even if she doesn't touch anything, she just comes in here and starts looking around and asking you questions about everything that you own, which is incredibly invasive. But what are you gonna do? Like, I'm not a fan, but it's not like I can make her stop. She doesn't care. She'll do as she pleases. So, but she does the same thing to the roommate. And so as a result, we gotta... I really like that phrase suddenly. I don't know why. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah. So because of that, like, anytime now that I've thought of, like, oh, I'll go out back and instead of using some bug spray, I'll just light one of those, like, citronella candles and just make them avoid me. Or, like, maybe get those tiki torches and deal with it that way kind of thing. Didn't want to get in a fight with you. But now we can't because someone is now eating up all that space. She even considers the deck her personal space, even though it's shared with other people. It's supposed to be. It cannot be, so it is not. That is her space. She, like, makes the feng shui out there and, like, arranges it however she likes and just chills out there. Except when it's winter and she can't because it's too cold or it's covered in snow. Or it's raining because there's no awning over top to make it easy to use. Not soggy for, you know, smoker purposes. Oh! And my Donald is evolving! Oh shit, I didn't even realize that my phone was going off. To tell me that the episode is over, but Donald! You're evolving! Oh my god, it somehow got kinda uglier. A Quaquavel. Okay, yeah, no, he was so cute. What does it do? Attacks using light and fluid dance steps. This also boosts the user's speed stat. I'll just get rid of Aquajet. And, We'll pick this up next time. So yeah, subscribe if you guys want to. We don't really care if you do, but if you do, you get to see more content like this. And don't forget to ding dong the bell, you ding dongs. Have a horribly wonderful day. Can't believe I went 5 minutes over. The fuck did that say? It's really dark in here.